Hey, in the previous video we discussed the CTO position and what the CTO has to do, but now let's talk about how to become a CTO. And this is again very popular question people ask me everywhere. Like, how do I, being a programmer right now, writing Java code every day, eventually become also Java programmer, but with 5 times larger salary and 20 times more people under my management. So how do you make this jump? And we understand that not everybody will make this transition. So most of us will remain Java programmers for the next 10 years. But some of you will be transferred to higher positions and will get larger salaries and so on and so forth. And that's going to happen to probably like 10% of you. So the question is how to become these 10% people. Well, I can try to give you some advice, which I'm not sure is actually the right advice, because this is just my personal opinion, and I'm not at that high level, so I cannot say that I managed to go through these steps, because my history of employment is quite short. So before I was doing my own startups, my own business for many years. So that's a different story. In that story, you don't really go from a programmer to an architect to a larger manager and so on and so forth. It's a different story. But I believe that if you work in a company right now, and if you want to continue staying in companies, then my advice would be to try to stand out from the crowd in any possible way. Because being a Java programmer, being a good Java programmer is not a recipe for becoming a CTO, that's for sure. So you have to somehow make yourself visible, technically visible. I mean, there's one story which I have no idea how it works, but that's one story where you can make yourself visible in the management hierarchy, when you just play the people's game, where you make good friends, right friends, when you make people happy, some right people happy. This is not, I don't know how it works, I mean, in details, that's a separate story. But there's another way to get to the top. It's the technical ladder, the technical career. And there, I think, the recipe is to be different than everybody else, in a good way different. If everybody is a Java developer, then you have to be a Java developer with some special skills, with some special maybe product which you have, or maybe with some special history of contribution to some product, or maybe some special history of some community which you know. So find something which will be different from what other people are doing. And that's difficult because most of us, we tend to stick to the crowd. We tend to be with the crowd. So it's kind of safer for us. If everybody is writing Java code into this repository, so I'm going to do the same. I'm going to stay with everybody else. Everybody goes to the kitchen to drink coffee. I go with everybody to drink coffee. Everybody stops working on the weekend, so I stop working on the weekend. Everybody decides to, and so on and so forth. If you follow the flow, if you follow what everybody is doing, then you're going to end up in that 90% of just Java developers in 10 years. You don't want that. So find something where you will be the only one. There'll be just like 5 people in your town, in your city, who have the same as you have. So find out what it's going to be. I mean, there are many options for that, but probably the best one is to stick to some open source project. I mean, I said it many times that open source is the future, and in 10 years we're all going to be judged by our involvement into open source. If you join, for example, some, I don't know, large open source project, Kafka or I don't know, Postgres or whatever you like, any large open source project, ideally the one which is growing now, which it's hard to say which one will be the super top if it's super young right now, but find something middle size maybe and join this project and become a contributor. In the beginning it will be difficult because you'll be alone, like none of your friends who sit next to you will be with you in your company, in your team. You'll be alone. I mean, nobody will be interested in that, but that's good. Remember, only 10% of you guys will get to the top level. So if you have 9 friends right now, then understand that all of them will remain Java programmers, and in 10 years you meet them, they will stay at the same level. So it's good if they don't support you right now. It's good if they don't understand you right now. Go to an open source project and be there, try to become a contributor. Later, you will be recognizable, you will be visible because of that contribution. And companies, large companies, especially large companies, when they will decide who to put to the higher level, they will pay attention to these things, like how different you are from everybody else. And this is how we in companies, I mean, I also hire people quite often. When the CV comes to me, like, you know, I'm hiring right now Java programmers to a number of projects we do. Actually, if you are one of them, then just get in touch with me. So I received, like really 2 days ago, I got from our HR department, I got like 9 resumes, 9 CVs of just on one day. So just 9 people, Java programmers, and they just asking me, which one do you want to interview? How do you think I make a decision? Do I just look for the Java word? Okay, are you Java? They're all Java programmers. They're all Java, they all have experience of 10 years. So what do I look for? I open the CV and I'm trying to find something to catch. Okay, oh, this guy is the contributor to this okay, that's cool. Or this guy has something which other 8 don't have. I cannot interview 9 of them. I'm gonna interview 1, maybe 2. So that's and then when you move to the higher level, it's gonna happen more and more. They're not gonna judge you by just your age or by just your years of experience. Everybody who will be together with you on the table, I mean CV wise, they'll all look the same. They all have the same text. They are the same experience in terms of age, in terms of time. So you have to find something which will take you out of the crowd. That's the overall advice I can give you. How, you know, what kind of uniqueness you're gonna find in yourself, think about it. Thanks for listening. Stay tuned. Bye-bye.